As the leader of your organization, there are a multitude of issues where you can face conflict in the workplace. As a peer advisor, it is not uncommon for me to be brought in when conflict persists and outstays its welcome. These things shift the dynamic, and this puts a damper on productivity, performance, and it's not the funnest environment to work in either. So a powerful distinction exists between miscommunication and disagreement. Breakdowns in communication are not disagreement. Let me say that a different way. You cannot disagree if you're not effectively communicating. You have to be communicating clearly in order to disagree. So a lot of breakdowns come from miscommunication, being mistaken for disagreement. Understanding this distinction is powerful. Knowing that you may very well not be disagreeing at all, nor even be on different sides of an issue. Knowing this can open up a whole new realm and style of leadership. Reacting versus responding. When there's a breakdown in communication or disagreement, are we keeping a cooler head about us? Ideally, we employ and operate from our executive brain, the prefrontal cortex, the part that propagates strategic decisions, considers consequences, has compassion, the most evolved part of the human brain. When we have stress and anxiety or just plain lose our shit, everyone has those days, a different part of the brain takes over. The same primal part of the brain, the amygdala, that gives us the instinct to survive or die. It is the fight-flight primal brain. When this happens, it hijacks the executive brain. This is literally brain chemistry, neurophysiology. Because your body is in fight-flight, which is trying to survive, it is not reasoning. It's not strategizing. It's not considering consequences for your action. Those are executive functions, and you are not in your executive brain. The result is the conscious communication becomes impossible. So if and when you find yourself in primal lizard brain, the best thing you can do is to take a break, declare to the other, hey, we're not going to get anything productive solved or accomplished at this moment. It is literally physiologically not possible. So let's revisit this conversation when cooler heads prevail and take a break. 3, this leads us to the distinction of right versus righteous. You may very well be correct in the position you are taking, but how attached are you really needing to be in it to need everybody to know that you are? How badly do you need to spike the football in the end zone to prove your prowess and expertise? Seriously, I invite you to consider it's ego. This is vanity. Remember, you are a catalytic leader. Isn't the bigger picture to empower others around you, to find ways to inspire them, to breathe life into them, not to be righteous and demoralize them, emphasizing wrongness to deflate them? A great leader has the ability to lead others, to derive the answer as if they're the ones who came up with it. Aspire to do that as a catalytic leader, and everyone will be pulling in the same direction, winning the game together, all celebrating in the end zone. Besides ongoing temperamental differences with other key parts of the team, it can arise from rapid growth, role changes, an exit of a key employee, a less than optimal hire, as well as external factors like a shift in the economy or the consumer environment.